this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to another video. This is another paid request, this time for Julie. Thank you so much for that. Very kind of you. And for those interested in requesting any type of reviews or topics, reactions, re-reviews, what have you, randomness, topics, whatever, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now, this is for a film called Orphan, First Kill, which is a prequel to the 2009 film Orphan. And, you know what? Fuck it. I'm tired of sugarcoating shit. I'm tired of it. This year in horror has fucking sucked ass. And no, this is not the worst film, and there are worse films, but maybe I'll just take you out on this movie because I'm tired of this shit fest of horror films that we're getting. And here, this year has been decent for other type of movies. Action, I got The Batman, I got Day Shift, I got Bullet Train, I got The Gray Man, films I've enjoyed. Horror, the best I've come up with is maybe The Black Phone. Barbarian was stupid. Hellraiser reboot was garbage. Chainsaw Massacre 2022 was even more garbage. Scream 5 was garbage. Anything from A24 was fucking garbage. Horror film wise. Like Men. They/Them was garbage. Bodies was fucking garbage. Fucking How It Ends was super garbage. And this film was kinda garbage. But it's still garbage. It still stinks. I'm tired of sugarcoating shit. Piss people off if I said nothing or I said everything. So fuck it. I liked the original Orphan from 2009. I did. I liked it. The twist, some people saw it coming. I did not. I thought it worked. And you know what? That movie actually had a better director. Because that director, I don't love every film the guy's done. Because he did Black Adam recently. But he also did House of Wax remake, which was fun. Nonstop, which was an entertaining Liam Neeson film. The Shallows, one of the better shark movies. This film, though, is directed by the same guy who did The Boy and The Devil Inside My Ass. Yes, I didn't mind the film he did called Where, W-E-R, but I still had issues with it. Oh yeah, he also did Stay Alive, the fucking video game thing. Stay Alive. Any director who... The Devil Inside My Ass, still one of the shittiest films out there. We've had a great big old downgrade in directors. And I never understood the appeal of making a goddamn prequel to Orphan when you know the fucking twist. That was the big part of Orphan, was the twist. So we already know the twist. That's like doing a fucking prequel to Sleepaway Camp. Like, what the fuck's the point? And even the title's a fucking lie. It ain't the first kill. Just by the time we start off, she's already killed. So how the fuck is the first kill if she already killed before the fucking movie started? So it's not the first fucking kill. It's the third or fifth or seventh fucking kill. So it ain't even the first fucking kill. So the fucking title doesn't even make fucking sense. I don't know why I'm so pissed. It's not like the worst movie of the worst movies, but god damn it. You can't even get your fucking title right. First kill. First means first, not third, not fifth, first. You hear this? Or this? That's one, motherfucker. The Boy director, Devil Inside My Ass. Do you not count the one? The fucking little bitch I fucking killed before the fucking film started. I hit the first kill. So what the fuck you talking about? So, the little asshole is called Esther, or Lena, I should say, before she becomes Esther. And for those who don't know the twist, you're going to be spoiled now. It's a person who, an orphan, we thought was a little girl, but she has a gland disorder, so even though she's a little girl, she's actually in her 30s. Dwarfism, however you want to put it. Now, Orphan worked because I thought it was better directed. It actually had a bit more of an atmosphere. It was telling a story that seemed a bit more interesting with better acting. Like, Vera Farmiga decently likable. She's a good actress. And she would go on to be in the Conjuring films. The ending was pretty satisfying. You did not need sequels. It didn't end with a sequel bait or a cliffhanger ending. And they knew this, so thus they did a prequel, which I think was a stupid idea. And it worked because the little girl was actually played by a little fucking girl. She was, 10, 12 years old. I think she was 12 at the time, but she was supposed to be playing a 10-year-old. Nowadays, she's in her goddamn 20s. And you can fucking tell she's in her goddamn 20s. So you have a prequel that takes place before this film, but you tell by her face that she's much older, but she's supposed to be playing... First off, no one would look at this person and think she was a little kid. With how she looks and sounds. No one would think, if you had a brain cell, that she was a kid. I mean, with the way she looks in her face. And then, if you watch Orphan, and then, this takes place before, but she looks so much older. It just... As goofy of a premise as... Well, maybe not. I was sure to say goofy, because I believe I read up, some of this stuff does happen in real life. But with this, it's hard to buy into your premise even more. Orphan did not need a prequel, especially when the actress has aged considerably. Again, she's in her fucking 20s. I think 25. She's like 25. But, yeah, she's playing a character that she played when she was 12. And also playing that character before she was that point. But she's 25 fucking years old. Be like, you know what? There are actors that have done that well, where they play against their age. They're playing much older than who they are in real life. I get that. But people, you're not supposed to... How do I put it? You have to make it where we as the audience understand why the character feels that way with this person they're talking to. Here, when people talk to this girl, there's no reason that no one should think... There's no reason anyone thinks this is a little girl. It makes me even less in buying your premise. And then, the way it starts off in the worst goddamn mental facility, or at least the worst security in a mental facility. This one doctor goes on the spiel, making her sound like she's the next Hannibal Lecter, and they know her affliction, they know about her gland disorder, but no one has any jack shit security, just a guy sleeping or ready to jerk off or whatever the fuck he's doing. You have this other guy who, I guess you say, her name's Lena, but she'll be Esther, so I'll just call her Esther, for fuck's sake. Uses this guy's feelings, bashes his head against the wall. If you don't want this for gore, you're not really getting much for gore. You don't want this for kills, there's not a whole lot of kills, it's not that kind of movie. She trained this other patient to be crazy and reward her with candy. Want some candy? Escapes. And then the new rookie nurse, whoever the hell she's supposed to be, is the dumbest person because she knows this person escaped. She knows, she's been told how crazy this person is. She goes out to her car and sees that her fucking trunk is open. And instead of running the opposite way, instead of getting a weapon, look at your cars, close it, drive the fuck away. No, she just goes into this building and gets killed like the idiot she is. So then Esther puts on her outfit, she changes her name to Esther, goes to America. How the fuck she got to America, oh well. And there's a new family. It's one of those films that it's not the same, but at the same time to me it felt the same. What do I mean by that? A person that goes to a family, pretends they're a little kid, everyone thinks it's a little kid, but this person falls in love with the father and wants to think of the father and wants the mother out of the way. But to be fair, it's not a carbon copy because there is a twist where they try to change some stuff up. But that's another thing with this prequel idea. You know how it's going to end before it starts. You know Esther is going to make it till she's in the fucking or the original film. So you know she's not going to die. And you know this family's going to die. Otherwise they would have warned people about this fucking person. APB. Called herself Esther. So you know all these people are going to fucking die. And you know Esther is not going to die. So where the fuck is the suspense? Where? And this film doesn't have much suspense in it. So you have the dad who's shows his family. The dad is very fucking clueless. The wife is played by Julia Stiles, who's the best thing of the movie. You're like, really? Yeah, Julia Stiles, which I remember from Save the Last Dance and some other films back in the day. She was in some of the Bourne films as well. She is the best thing about it. She has a son from her, I think, an old marriage, who's a bit grown up, and he likes to fence. The dad, the clueless dad's in the black light painting, which explains why she knew a bit about black light in the original film. The little girl watches the little girl. Esther watches the couple have sex just like she watched the couple have sex in the original film. That's what I mean. There's some things that just seem like redundant, a repeat. And once the dad like the original. And then you get to the twist. I don't want to spoil it. The dad's very happy that the girl's here because Esther's been missing for so long. And these weird questions like, this girl is supposed to be 10, and then she went missing when she was like 6, but she's supposed to remember shit like, what kind of bird is this? And I'm like, well, if she's 6 and 6 years old, kids don't know much, and then if she's been missing for 4 years and who knows under what kind of circumstances, you want to know what kind of fucking bird this is? I don't even know what fucking kind of bird it is. And I didn't go through all that, supposedly, that this person went through. Even though she didn't, because she's lying, killing sack of shit. And yeah, in the mental facility, the doctors explained to that idiot that gets killed in 10 minutes later that, oh yeah, she's killed before. So it is not the first fucking kill. She killed before we see her in the movie. In Estonia. There's this detective, and you think Esther's going to kill him, but Julia kills the detective. And the twist you find out is that Julia, her son, the dickwad, I don't remember the kid's, I don't remember the guy's name. He's like a teenager. I'll just call him Dickwad, because him and his friends act like dickwads. He accidentally killed the real Esther, and Julia Stiles hid the body. So that's why, like, Julia knew that Esther was a fake and a phony, and says, you don't want to keep doing this because my husband has never been as happy as he is now. At least it's been for a while. But it just makes Julia Stiles a fucking idiot, because I'm sitting there going, you know this girl is a psycho. Why the fuck do you think she'll play ball? She could try to kill you and your son in any other ways, including... But you don't let this psycho that you know is a psycho be in your fucking house so that your husband feels a bit better. Why didn't you know this girl's a psychopath? And you know it's not even a girl. But you think she don't play a ball perfectly. And then like 10 minutes later, oh, you know what, actually, we don't want to poison her. You just shot the fucking person in the head. You had a gun, Julia Stiles. Boom. And then it doesn't even take that long for them to change their mind, and the son, Julia Stiles, goes, nah, we don't kill her and we don't poison her. And then the Esther has this pet rat, I don't know where, that's in the walls. I don't know where the fuck this thing came from. Wannabe Willard. Fucking wannabe Ben. Cue the Jackson 5 song. But he only pops up to help the plot because she didn't eat the food and fed it to the rat, and the rat died from the food, and that's where she realizes. So, like, who the fuck am I supposed to root for? The dumb fuck clueless dad, the psychopath Esther, or the bitch Julia Stiles and her son, who fucking kumquat? Who the fuck am I supposed to root for? I guess nobody is the answer. I don't know what the deal is lately of taking these fucking villain characters and saying we need to try to make us root for the person. What the fuck for? I know the mic is getting bigger. I know. Push the mic back a little bit. I know. But why? Like, Don't Breathe 2. Yeah, let's root for the fucking blind guy that we saw in the last film try to put a bunch of fucking semen up her snatch with a turkey baster. But now we're supposed to root for the motherfucker. Oh, Texas Chainsaw 3D. 3 dicks in my face. Oh, here's a family of cannibals. But the vigilantes that want to kill them, they're bad. And then the crazy bitch that just turned crazy because she read like 5 files says, do your thing, cuz. And what, we're supposed to think of Leatherface as a baby face? What is this shit? What is this fucking current shit of doing that? What? What's next? A fucking alien movie where the goddamn xenomorph does fucking Paul Kersey shit? The xenomorph's mad that these assholes killed the queen and or raped the queen up the fucking tailpipe as the xenomorph gets a fucking Wildy Magnum and goes to town on their sorry ass? Is that the next alien film? Xenomorph Death Wish. But the Wildy Magnum comes out of his fucking second jaw. For fuck's sake. I know a lot of people love it because of that twist. I'm like, yeah, it makes it so that it's not a carbon copy of the original. But at the same time, it makes it so there's no one to root for. And I get it. There are films you can enjoy where you don't root for a lot of people. I get that. There are. But this is one of those that I didn't really give a fuck about. You already know Esther wins. So there's no suspense in this battle between the two. Because you know Esther wins. Because it's a fucking prequel. And... oh, poison her food. That's gonna work. You know what else works? Lead poison. From a fucking gun, Julia Stiles, that you could have given to her face. When you shot the detective. You got this thing called lead poison. You could use that too. But no, poison. So the dad's off away doing something. The son throws Lena down the stairs. Doesn't check on her to make sure she's dead. He just stays up there like an idiot and looking around to give her enough time to vanish. And I tell you one thing, this girl's good at disappearing acts. There's a bit with her and Julia Stiles fighting in the kitchen. Julia just throws her over the counter. And like 2 seconds later goes around and she disappeared. She's a goddamn magician. Didn't know that Esther was a goddamn magician. So then, yeah, kills the guy, the kid, the dickwad who had dickwad friends with a crossbow. And then has a fight with Julia Stiles. And then they rip off the fucking ending to The Good Son. Which is a much better movie, in my opinion, than this. I would rather watch The Good Son 10 times over watching this. I like the first Orphan. I would rather rewatch that than this. Because the father finds out and grabs the two and he has to choose, just like the mom had to choose between Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood. And you know who he's going to choose because it's a fucking prequel. There is no suspense. Yeah, you can assume and hope there'll be If you're into, depending what, well, some people are into bad endings, some are into good endings. So you hope for one, you may be sure, pretty sure. But here's a prequel you know for a certain fact. And then goes up, hugs the girl, Julia Stiles is dead, falls in bad CGI, and her head, like, at the end, it's on the ground, explodes like a fucking watermelon. But you see it from far, very far away. And the guy hugs his daughter, her false teeth fall out. I guess that automatically goes, "You're a monster." I'm like, well, I'm sure there's probably kids with false teeth because of whatever the hell happened in their life. And the guy like trips. It didn't even seem like Esther pushed him. Like the guy fucking tripped over his 2 left feet. And then she walks through this bad CGI fire. Fucking bad CGI fire. Fake as fuck. And then sets it up for the first movie. Julia Stiles, she's the best part of it. The girl that plays Esther, I mean, she's not bad acting wise, but again, it's just, she's trying to play a character she played in 2009, but she's much, much older. Like, this is a character she played when she was 12. Now she's 25, but she's playing not only that character, but before, the time before that, which is even younger. And you could tell it's not it. So it just looks fucking ridiculous. And people assuming this is ridiculous. And the twist, oh my god, the twist, no, the twist is like, okay. I mean, would I say I saw it coming? No, but it didn't, for me, it didn't, a lot of people had the same impact. It did not have the same impact for me as it did the ending of the first movie. That twist. It really didn't, because I'm like, oh, okay. That was kind of my reaction. Oh, okay. Well, at least it's not a carbon copy. Like, that was my reaction. Was it, oh, no. It just, maybe just I've seen too many goddamn movies for that to be that mind-blowing of a surprise. I don't know why. It reminds me of, like, The Changeling. When you find out what happened to the kid, and really it was someone that the kid loved, and I don't know, just, maybe I just wanted to think of better movies, and that movie just popped in my head. Check out The Changeling with George C. Scott. Really good movie. But this, like I said, the teen kid was just playing a dickwad. The dad was just clueless. That's really all to explain their characters. It just, lack of atmosphere and tension, which I thought the director of the first one did a decent job trying to capture. Not really the case here. I mean, you got the guy who did The Devil Inside and The Boy. The guy doesn't know how to do shit like that. And like, if you want to be crazy, you should have been more crazier and over the top and satiric or whatever the hell. Like I said, a prequel was unfucking needed for this. I'm tired of these goddamn horror films. If you liked it, to your own, but there's a part of me that's like, some of these goddamn films get a fucking pass, and I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But hey, that's, different opinions are not against the law. At least not yet. So if you liked it, you didn't like it. Orphan First Kill. 5.9 IMDb. I don't even think it deserves that high. That's just me. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. Orphan, you only needed one film. Guess what? Sometimes you only need one film. You really do. I don't know why these people don't fucking get it. When I say these people, I'm talking about people in Hollywood. They don't get it. They think every fucking thing needs to eventually have a sequel or prequel or remake or something. No, you only need one. Sometimes you only need fucking one.